Perform24 family. Oh man, I have been waiting to make these videos for a very long time. When I say videos, I'll explain what that means here in a little bit. But I have been wanting to talk about Squatober now for a while. So today is the day. If we have not met yet, my name is Levi. I run a gym in South Tampa, and then I also make YouTube videos in my garage with my internet friends. So that's what we're doing today, and we're talking specifically about Squatober. So what is Squatober exactly? Squatober is a community, it's a movement, it's a training program, it's a lifestyle. No, I'm totally kidding. Maybe I'm not. I'm actually not kidding about any of that. All that's true. But essentially what it is, it's an Instagram-based training program that happens once a year throughout the month of October. We are going to be barbell back squatting every weekday for the month of October. And it's an absolute blast. It is a massive challenge, but at the end of the month, we're all going to be shooting for a new 1 rep max. And so if you're following the program accordingly, at the end of the month, you should have a new 1RM, which everybody feels very good about that. Obviously, it feels great. So if you are considering participating in Squatober this year, I would highly recommend it. It's an amazing challenge. It's a challenge mentally, obviously, like getting under that bar every single day. It's tough. It's certainly a challenge physically. And then the community. I think the community is a huge X factor that exists within the Squatober ecosystem that does not necessarily exist with other like online training programs. So the community, I think, is what really sets it apart. I would suggest that you just dive into it. Just go for it. So a couple other important things. This is a full body, like comprehensive training program. It's just that back squat is kind of the emphasis and the #1 priority. So that's the metric that we're all tracking, and that's the metric that we're emphasizing, but it is still like an upper body program as well. Like I get that question all the time. It's like, well, are we going to be benching and are we going to be pulling? Yes, this is a full comprehensive program. We're going to be deadlifting, but that barbell back squat is your primary movement every single day. The volume and intensity fluctuates accordingly. Every year is different. Which that's what makes it so fun. So last year was my first year participating in it. I've watched it for a couple years. I dove into it last year. And then I also made a video every single day of Squatober. So my videos were tracking the progress of the training program, obviously, but then each day kind of had its own little theme that I wove into the video as well. And I'm going to be doing that again this year. So I'm going to be documenting the whole process. And I've got a whole calendar of video topics that I'm going to be covering. It will be covering the Squatober programming, and then it's going to be talking just about like training in general. So if you are participating in Squatober this year, I would love for you to kind of follow along with me as well, because like I said, that community is what makes this special. Additionally, this year I'm going to be utilizing Nick Congdon a lot as well. He and I are already throwing some ideas back and forth about videos that we would like to make, topics that we would like to cover. So Nick is a true Squatober vet. He's done it every single year. So he has a lot of experience with Squatober, and he has a lot of success stories that he's going to be sharing as well. So it's going to be a blast to have him on some of these videos and kind of get his experience and his input. So he was featured in a couple videos last year. I did pull him into a couple of those Squatober videos, but he is also now helping out with the Perform24 world. So he is now helping me out at the gym, and he's kind of got his own little sphere of influence within the Perform24 world happening as well. So it's going to be a blast training alongside him and having a good training partner to push me and then to kind of lead me home, because Nick's an absolute animal. And then finally, I did want to make sure to mention that if you want to participate in Squatober, you do need an accurate 1 rep max. So if you haven't done that yet, please do that. So I tested out a couple weeks ago, and I left a little bit in the tank on purpose. I haven't went for a true 1RM since April, first week of April, and I got just below that, the max that I had set for myself in April, and then I backed off. I think it felt great. I know that I had another gear left in the tank, but I'm going to use the number that I did hit as my number to calculate my percentages on through Squatober. last year, halfway through the program, so halfway through the month, there was an opportunity to adjust your percentages. If that opportunity presents itself again this year, then obviously I will qualify, or I will test into that to qualify myself to bump my max up again. So I do have a number that I'm going to be shooting for at the end of October, but that's going to be for a future video. Okay, there's a process here, and so you're just going to have to sit and wait patiently and enjoy the ride. But I have a lot of content planned around this month of October. I'm going to be squatting at the gym quite a bit, and I'm going to be squatting here quite a bit. So logistics will just kind of determine where I'm going to be squatting. But I'll be at the gym and I'll be in the garage, and I will be bringing quite a few very awesome topics with me. So like I said, if you're going to be participating in Squatober, please let me know. I'll be posting a ton of stuff on Instagram, so you can let me know on Instagram as well. But I'm very, very excited for the month of October. I'm excited to train. I'm excited to produce content. It's going to be a grind, but that's why we do it, right? We don't want to do anything that's easy. We love a challenge. That's going to wrap up today's video. As always, train hard, live full, and I will see you soon.